This is going to be a little bonus that you guys can do for your Tuesday, Thursdays. So you can still either choose to do cardio in the ways of home equipment like treadmill, stationary bike, spin bike, elliptical, whatever you've got. Or if you don't have that and you're not ready to run outside, or you're just not into running or biking and you just want something you can do inside, this is just a little option just to change it up. So this you can do on your Tuesday, Thursdays, or you can do just once a week and then do your other regular cardio the other times in the week. So this is going to be a 30-second interval cardio blast. So there's really only one exercise where you might want a weight as an option, and that's your hip thrust. So if you want to put a weight on your hip thrust for that 30 seconds, and we're going to do that twice, feel free to do that. For today's workout, you're just going to need your aerobic step or your box step, something really, really sturdy. And of course, feel free to modify these exercises. There are some jumps, side jumps, box jumps. So if you want to modify that, you can just do step ups, so that's fine. As long as you just keep yourself moving and keep your heart rate going and keep yourself huffing and puffing. If you want to follow along with my timer, that's fine. You can hear it on the video. Or if you want to set your timer to mine, it's a 30-second work and a 5-second beep. So that 5 seconds in between when it's beeping, that's your chance to transition to your next exercise. And I find 5 seconds is usually long enough. But having said that, feel free to pause the video whenever and as much as you need. So I'm gonna break it down into little chunks. So we're gonna do 4 different circuits, and there's gonna be 5 different exercises in each circuit. So we're gonna start at the top of the list, hit the 5th exercise, and then we're gonna go back up the list. So we're kind of repeating each thing except for that middle one, which I usually save as the peak of the circuit, the nice tough one. So yes, there are burpees, and yes, you can modify, you can do your burpees by walking them in and out and just stepping rather than jumping. And so if you don't have a skipping rope, then obviously you can just march in place or jog in place, or, you know, jumping jacks, standing jacks, whatever you can do for that 30 seconds. So it's gonna go by really fast. So we're gonna have 4.5 minutes of work and then a little break, another 4.5 minutes of work and then a little break. So we're just gonna go ahead and get our little warm-up stretches in, and then we'll go for it. So of course, before we start those circuits, we gotta warm up our legs a little bit, do a little bit of stretching. So we're gonna start with the ankle circles, few rotations one direction and the other ankle, other direction. Okay, arm circles forward, backwards, nice and high, reaching up. Arms come down, shoulders roll back. Good, let's get some stretches in. So forward lunge, ease into that a little bit. Other leg. And side. Other side. Okay, so you can either do your hip openers this way. So when you're doing these, you just want to get your knee up and over, knee up and over. Okay, and we can also do just the side. Other side. I'm gonna get those leg sweeps in today, so we're gonna make sure we get those opened up to the side. Okay, arm circles forward a little bit and backwards. So just to warm up, I'm just gonna do a few squats. So nothing too crazy, just 15. circuit, you're not gonna need anything except your body. And for the second circuit, skipping rope if you have one. If not, you're just gonna march on the spot or jumping jacks, standing jacks, whatever, as long as you keep moving. Third circuit is when you're gonna need your box step or your aerobic step, as long as it's very sturdy. And fourth set, optional, a weight for your hip thrust. So have that stuff nearby before we get going. Make sure you have your water, and you'll just pause the video in between each circuit really quick. And so get your stuff ready and we'll start. Okay everyone, so for the first circuit, it's a lot like the warm-up we do before our workouts. But it's just, we're gonna do each thing for 30 seconds, follow the timer, and it just gets us into that nice little warm-up. So I'm gonna have my timer on here, you're gonna, so I'll just tell you, or you can print out your sheet, because I'll also include a sheet with this. So squats, reverse lunge to kick right leg, reverse lunge to kick left leg, and then we're gonna do sumo squats where you come up on the balls of your feet, so sumo squat calf raise, and then that middle one is going to be your curtsy lunges alternating sides. And then after that one, we're gonna go back up the list, so then it'll be your sumos, your reverse lunge kick one leg, then the other leg, and then your squats. So that'll be that first circuit. It's gonna go by really quick and it's not gonna seem too hard. So we'll just get right into that. So I'm gonna leave the timer over here. Okay, so just nice low squats. Okay, that was only 22 even. Okay, so reverse lunge, kick. So you're touching with your opposite hand. Okay, and other leg. Okay, sumos, so down, and then up on the balls of your feet. Okay, so now we're going to do those curtsies. So alternating side. Oh, that was fast. Okay, squats. Nice and low. Walk them out. So pause it here, grab a quick drink, and then you're gonna need your skipping rope if you have one. Okay, and like I said, standing jacks, march in place, whatever, jumping jacks, whatever keeps you moving for 30 seconds. Then our high knees. So I want you bringing those knees up nice and high. It's a little different than jogging on the spot. So really getting those knees up high. Then regular squats, and then squat jumps, and jumping jacks are the middle. So once we've done those jumping jacks, then we can go back to squat jumps and back up the list. Okay, so if you need a quick drink, have one now before you press play, and we'll get going. Okay, high knees, so nice and high. I was gonna say, come on, timer. That felt like a long time. Okay, land soft. So explode up. starting the halfway point and I'm already starting to sweat really good. So hopefully you guys are too. All right, so I have my box step ready. Again, use something sturdy. If yours isn't this high for toe taps, you can use a low chair or a box, whatever. And then we're gonna be putting your hands on for mountain climbers, side jumps. All right, so you got one foot on top and you're just gonna jump it over, get on the other side. And for your push-ups, I want you to hold your arms really narrow. My box jump's pretty narrow, so you're focusing more on the tricep push-up than a chest push-up. So hands fairly close together. You're gonna be in that plank position and do your push-up. So even though the timer is on, it's gonna make you wanna go fast, but just take your time with these because I'd rather you have good form, obviously, and do less than sloppy form and getting more. And then after that, we're gonna get back on top, do your box jumps. So there is an instructional video for box jumps. I will post that so that you guys have that to see. But basically, you wanna land on top, letting your knees come down softly, land on the floor soft. So obviously you don't want to keep your legs straight and jar your knees. So making sure too that you don't let your heels drop off the box. So showing you from the side, you don't want to just kind of get half on because that's when you can tip and fall over. So soft on top, and then you can step down if you're worried about your knees or jump down, okay? So 30 seconds, you'll probably get quite a few box jumps in. Then back to your tricep push-ups and back up the list. So yeah, it's gonna feel like a lot of work, and that's good. We're gonna be huffing and puffing, and that's what we want. We wanna keep your heart rate elevated, and we wanna be sucking wind, basically. The harder you're breathing, the more calories you're burning. So we're gonna go ahead and start. All right, toe taps. Timer. Okay, mountain climbers. So just stay focused. Use your abs. You can give them a twist there if you want to get your obliques going. Okay, side jumps. Tricep push-ups, watch your form. Okay, box jumps. done. Okay, have a drink, put your stuff away. This circuit, elbow plank. So elbows and toes, make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. Try and hold your plank nice and straight. Don't drop your belly, don't lift your bum. Ooh, sweat. And also, it's 30 seconds, so I know not all of you have been doing planks lately, so it might feel hard. Just drop down onto your knees, push back into a little stretch for your back, come back up as much as you need in that 30 seconds to finish it out. And then hand plank, you're gonna get on your hands, and then you're gonna do alternating leg sweep. So just make sure you have room beside you. In my case, I gotta watch the wall there. So then we're gonna do side plank dips. So elbow underneath your shoulder. We're doing one side. To modify, you're gonna do these on your knees instead of your toes. Then optional, grab a weight, put it across your hips for your hip thrusts. And then roll over, get your burpees in. And remember, you can modify your burpees, walk them in and out and up and down. Don't worry if you have to modify, just keep yourself moving. And then we'll go back up the list. Okay, so starting with elbow plank and ending with that elbow plank. So let's get you set here. Okay. Elbows and toes. Don't stick your bum up and try not to drop your belly. Okay, a little stretch if you need. Okay, this is where you need room beside you. Leg tap, or leg sweep, I should say. Alternating sides. Okay, side plank raises. So modify by stacking on your knees. Hip thrust. Sweat dripping on the mat already. Make sure you're using your glutes here. Don't lift with your back. You want to squeeze with your glutes. Burpee. So again, you can walk it in and out, jump, come down. You can do the push-up optional, jump up, jump. Okay, hip thrust. Side plank other side on your elbow. a good one. Okay, soaked right through. So I hope you guys are too. I don't know if you can see this. I have sweat pouring off of me. So it's amazing what you can do in such a short amount of time. So I do want you guys to push yourselves. If there was one circuit that you felt was challenging enough and the others were harder, feel free to do one of those circuits twice. Use this as something you can work on. So if you like the first circuit, you can do that 2 or 3 times or 4 times, or mix it up. Take 2 of the 4 or whatever you want to do. Just mix up the circuits and repeat them so you get your 20 to 30 minutes in. This this is good. I want you guys sweating like this. So I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I want you really sweaty. And that just shows you're working really hard. You're burning through your oxygen. You're burning through your stored body fat. And if you're just wanting to gain strength, don't worry about it. We're just conditioning your heart and your lungs and getting some good stamina in there. So you guys, good job. I hope you guys liked that one. And let me know if you did. Let me know if you didn't. Either way, I want to know. And you might be seeing more of these little surprise things happening throughout the program. Okay, so see you next time.